Hi everyone, the Lone Wolf here with some Evonomics for you guys. I saw a few interesting threads on the forums about the Plex, so I thought I'd make a video about what's going on there while I'm in the Dixie right now to sell some of my mining results here. So I'll be heading to the station in a moment. But if I take the market details for the Plex here for a moment, they're being traded for around 435 to 440 million ISK. So that's a pretty big rise, as you can see from this month chart. Let's take 3 months there and 6 months. Yeah, it's had a bit of a slump, but in the last 3 months it has really gone up quite a lot. Now, in my opinion, there are three reasons why the prices are going up. Firstly, it's general inflation. Fingers are being pointed at the incursion sites, which are from what some people report to real ISK printing presses. So people are making an enormous amount of money running these incursion sites, and that increases the amount of ISK in the game so much that plexes are rising in price because people can buy them more easily. Let me just get rid of this stuff here and make a bit of money myself. One thing I want to point out concerning inflation is that even for me, the prices of pyrite, it's still at 420, and if I go for titanium, 327. That's still surprisingly high. So that's definitely a signal that there is inflation in the game at the moment. Now, a second, let me get back here on this Plex chart. The second thing is the next store, which is basically Plex sync. You have to use a Plex to create Aurum and then buy from the next store. It's a one-way ticket for those Plex, so that only increases demand, no matter how little the next store is being used. And the third aspect is, although I can't really verify that, but in my opinion there's a lot of players that are currently floating their characters and their accounts on Plex after the Monocle Gate and the Incarna debacle from this summer. A lot of people are, I think, using Plex in order to wait and see how the game evolves. There are some people complaining, of course, about the rise in these Plex prices because they have to play a lot more just to pay for their accounts. But personally, I'd say these people are a bit wrong in complaining, because even at these prices, there are still buyers. So all it means is that they've been slipping on the income ladder, and that's the reason why they can't afford the Plexes with the same amount of effort anymore. That just means that other players have found better ways to make ISK, and so you can't really say that CCP has to do anything. This is the market, and that just means that right now there's a lot of ISK to be made, and Plexes are becoming a lot more expensive. So, like I said, in my opinion, there are two possible scenarios. Number one is that inflation is the main driver here behind these high Plex prices. That would mean that these prices are going to continue to rise until CCP decides it's time to balance the ISK sinks and faucets. And the other possible scenario is that the main driver are actually players that are currently floating their accounts on Plex. And in either case, this winter expansion will be very important for the Plex prices. If it can either fight inflation by adding a lot of ISK sinks, maybe with the new BPOs for the new battle cruisers and some other things that they're working on, and this could mean that prices could lower after the expansion. Or if the winter expansion turns out to be really good and convinces a lot of players to resub, this could also have an impact on the Plex prices for them to lower. So I think personally that it's a combination of both. I can't really say which one is the main driver myself. CCP will of course know this, and I'm sure that they'll take action on this during this winter expansion. So personally I resubbed because yeah, 440 million for a Plex for 1 month is a lot of ISK. And but I am going to look out for some cheaper Plexes coming this January, maybe February, after the natural inflation in Plex prices due to an expansion because of people coming back and then just wanting to throw one Plex at it to see how it goes. But if the winter expansion turns out very well, I think we might see a lowering of Plex prices if CCP also manages to fight inflation. So anyways, that's it, a bit of economic stuff for this video, and I don't take this as any real advice. This is just my opinion, so don't risk any money on my advice, but have fun playing the game, and I'll see you guys next time.